I have been working under the health sector and my educational background is different. So does that mean I should choose my work experience when I'm choosing the NOC, or I should choose the educational background? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Ify, and thanks to all my amazing subscribers. I appreciate you all. The shares, the likes, the comments. I'm sure that is what is helping my channel to grow. Thank you so much guys for all the love, the massive love that you guys have been showing me. I really do appreciate it guys. So this video is prompted by one of the comments I saw. So the guy said he's working under the health sector, and then his educational background is different from what he's currently doing. He's working under the health sector, however the educational background is different. You know how our own Nigerian thing works, like what you studied in school might not be the same thing with what you are working or what you are doing. Okay, that is his own case. So in this video I'm going to discuss with you guys, especially those people that their work occupation falls under the health sector, STEM, agri, transportation, trade. You see these 5 sectors. If your work occupation falls under these 5 sectors, it is time for you to create an express entry profile in order for you to come in as a permanent resident. I am not kidding guys. So in this video I'm going to be telling you guys how you can, the requirements you need to create an express entry profile. Okay, how to check your comprehensive ranking score, how to choose a NOC. Your NOC shouldn't be the same thing. It's not compulsory that it must be the same thing with your educational background. No, so many people are qualified to come in as a permanent resident, but because of they don't know this particular information, they are slacking. And one thing with Canada immigration is, if the policies are changing and it's favoring you, the best thing you can do for yourself is to hop into it, meaning you have to act fast. Now these 5 occupations or these 5 sectors, they are highly in demand. Like Canada is telling you people come in as a permanent resident, but a time will come these sectors will be filled up. That's why I'm making this video, especially if your occupations fall under those 5 sectors. You need to act fast before that door closes again. So your occupation, if you are among the people that their occupation falls under these 5 categories, please listen to this video. This is an opportunity to come in as a permanent resident, not even through the study route. It seems study route is the only thing that they are preaching to you guys. I'm here to tell you guys that coming to Canada as a permanent resident is very possible. That was what I used to come as a permanent resident, not through the study route. So if your category or your work experience falls under these 5 sectors, please listen to this video. Okay, first and foremost, you've discovered that your work experience is under these sectors. That is number 1 qualification, meaning you are qualified to come in as a permanent resident, not as a student. You can decide to come in as a student, however I just feel that will be waste of money when you can actually come in as a permanent resident. So the first thing you need to do is to check the draws that has been happening. Canada has been inviting people under those sectors for a while now. It started this year. So what you need to do, you check the draws that have been happening. I will put the link in the description box for you to see the points that you need to have for you to qualify to get invited. Okay, now people that don't know how the express entry works, it's just like a point-based system, meaning the higher your point, the higher the chances of you getting invited to apply as a permanent resident. Now the good thing about this category page draw is that the comprehensive ranking score is not as high as the general draw. The general draw is the one that they just invite every other person, whether irrespective of their sectors. But this category based draw, because it's in high demand, their comprehensive ranking score is low compared to the general draw. So first you need to go and check the draws that has been happening which I will leave the link in the description box. Now, after checking the draw, the next thing you need to do is to compute the comprehensive ranking score. You may ask, how can you get your comprehensive ranking score? Now, before you start wasting your money to start writing that IELTS, start writing French if you can speak French, the comprehensive ranking score tool is to help you to determine or to estimate what your score will look like, and then compare it with the draws that has been happening. I will also leave a link in the description box how you can check your comprehensive ranking score. The link you can use to check even before you start writing your IELTS and all that. Okay, now back to the question that I got in my comment section. The guy said he's working under the health sector and the educational background is different. So which would he use? Is it the one under the health sector as in his work experience, or the educational background? Now, in order for you to create an express entry profile, you need to choose a NOC. The NOC is not your education. The NOC is your work experience you've had or you are currently doing. That is the NOC, not your educational background. Like, your educational background might be different from your work experience. It doesn't matter. The educational background only helps you to get some point from studying. Okay, take for example me. I studied agricultural economics in university, and then I went back to school to do postgraduate diploma in education. However, my work experience is bank. Like, I was in the bank as a financial advisor. That was my job title, not like a banker. So you know the title you are bearing in your work, not necessarily the name of the sector. It depends on your work experience and the job title you are bearing. So that is what you are going to select when you are creating your express entry profile, not necessarily what you studied in your school. So another thing I need to tell you guys is that your job title back home might not be the same job title in Canada website. That is another mistake that some people make. Just so you know, if you select a wrong job title that does not match up to like 70, 80 or 90% of what you are actually doing, your application will be rejected. So when you're selecting a job title, make sure that it aligns with what you are doing, irrespective whether the job title in Canada website is matching with what you have. It doesn't matter. Okay, so while you are selecting the job title, check the job description. I'm going to leave you guys to see a screen record of how you'll be able to choose your job title. This screen record will give you a detailed explanation of how you're going to choose a job title, and also to know the job responsibilities, so that you will not be making a mistake when you are choosing your NOC or TEER. This is Canada's website. You click on English, you scroll down, you go to Immigration and Citizenship, you scroll down, you will see Immigrate, you click on that, you scroll down, you see Express Entry, you click on that, and then you scroll down, you see Find Your NOC, which means National Occupational Classification. Then you scroll down. When you scroll down, you will see different tier. They used to call it NOC, but now it has changed to TEER. Okay, that's TEER. That's the full meaning. So in order to get your job occupation, all you need to do is scroll down. Okay, so these are list of job titles and their NOC code. Now what you have to do, if for example you are a banker and your responsibility is a financial advisor, you just click here, financial advisor. Even before you finish clicking it, I think something will pop out. Look at it, financial advisor. So it falls under tier 1 and the code is 11102. Okay, then this is how to check the responsibilities. Like I told you guys, your job title in Nigeria or whatever country you are might not be the same title in Canada website. It's even stated here. If you read this place, you say go to the NOC website, which will go, choose version this, and then search for your NOC using the title or numeric. Okay, make sure the main duties listed match what you did at your job. If they don't, you will need to find a different job title with duties that match yours. Okay, so even when your job title is same thing, you're seeing it here, if the duties is not aligned with what you are doing or what you did, you need to choose another job title. So let's take, for example, financial advisors, and we see that the code is 11102 and the tier, it falls under tier 1. So we go to NOC website for you to check the responsibilities. Okay, when you scroll down, you either search, it's already on NOC 2021 version 1.0. okay, then you do search by job title. Let's do search by job title, not by NOC. You can either choose by NOC or by job title. So let's click on the financial advisor, financial advisor. Then you click on search button. It drops down. When you scroll down, you will see the job matching titles. Then this is it is code 11102 financial advisor. Then the broad occupational category, it gives you that. And then in order for you to know like the main duties, you click on this, you scroll down, it shows you the duties of a financial advisor. So you read through, and then when you scroll down, it gives you a matching titles as well. Whatever title you want to choose, you scroll down, you can be clicking on these titles to know if it matches. Okay, so don't forget it's financial advisor that we clicked on. So it said main duties. This group performs some or all of the following duties. So this is where you check if whatever duties that they explain here is aligning with what you are doing or what you did previously. It also shows you your employment requirements. Okay, so that is how to know the duties. If this duty does not, or these duties does not match 80 to 90% of what you're doing, it means this is not your job title you need to choose. You will need to go and choose any other job titles here, either account manager, financial consultant, financial planner. That's why they have different job titles. In case your financial advisor back in your country is different from the responsibilities that they do here in Canada, that's why they gave more titles for you to click on and see anyone that aligns with your job duties and responsibilities. Note that if you choose a NOC code or a job title that is not aligning with your job responsibility, even though it's the same name you have, you are bearing, the job title is the same name you're bearing back home, your application will be denied. So it's very, very important for you to make sure to choose the right job title when you are doing your application. Okay, so that is it, guys. So concentrate on the job duties itself, job duties and responsibilities, not the title per se. When you type in the title, like the title you're doing back home, it might bring out the title, but when you see that the responsibilities they are writing in that title is different, please do not select that title. Choose another title that matches with your responsibilities. Okay, another thing I would like to discuss with you guys is, since your job occupation falls under these 5 categories, when you are computing your comprehensive ranking score, it might be low, like your score might be low. Provided you can create a profile, please go ahead and create a profile. The good thing about these five sectors is it's not just like the federal draw, that they are not just qualified for the federal draw. While you are in the pool, provinces can also nominate you. And once province nominates you, that is automatically 600 points. So if you don't create, or if you are not in the pool, if you do not create an express entry profile, how will provinces see you? Because you might be in the pool. If, for example, you enter the pool with 350 points, and then the pass draw is 400 and something, you might not be qualified for the federal draw. However, if you are in the pool, provinces can see you, and then they will pick you up. They will send you an email to apply for their nomination. And once you apply for their nomination and you get accepted, they will give you 600 points, which you can use to add to your 300 something that you already have in the pool, which is 900 plus, and then there's an automatic invitation to apply. That is why I always tell you guys that if your job categories fall under these five sectors, you don't need to come to Canada to study. You don't need to burn that huge amount of money to come and study. No, explore the express entry route. Explore you coming in as a permanent resident rather than you coming in as a student. I've made a video about this before, so you can scroll down and see the reasons why I said coming in as a student shouldn't be like the first option you have. So you may be asking, how do I now create an express entry profile? How do I enter the pool? All you need is, one, you need to evaluate your credentials. That's your educational credentials, whether it's BSc or Masters or PhD. Evaluate it. If you have 2 or more certifications, evaluate the 2. The higher your educational background, the better, because your points will be high. And another thing is you write the language exams, which is either English or French or both if you are bilingual. Those are the 2 major things that you need to be in the pool. But hold on, before you go ahead to start writing the language exam, which is either IELTS, CELPIP, or TEF Canada or TCF Canada, you need to first of all compute the comprehensive ranking score. Use the comprehensive ranking score too, so that you will know you will have an idea of the score you are going to have in your language test. I always recommend to maximize it, as in have the highest score. So before you start booking for that exam, make sure you study. It is an English exam or French exam, but it requires you to study. It's very easy to pass and very easy to fail. This is not the time you need to start writing the exam plenty times. The exam is very, very expensive. Okay, so go and prepare for the exam first before you eventually book for the exam. And another thing I need to mention is you need to evaluate your credentials first, because getting transcript from school might be very, very difficult and time consuming. And moreover, language exam result expires in 2 years. Like after 2 years, if you've not gotten an invitation to apply, you need to retake that exam again. Whereas for your credential evaluation, it expires 5 years. So I always recommend start evaluating your credentials first before you book for your exams. While you are evaluating your credentials, you can use that time to be studying for your language exams. Don't write the exam first before you start evaluating, because sometimes some schools delay when it comes to transcript. Like for example, mine, it took me up to a year, like for my school to respond to me, close to a year for my school to respond to me. So you need to do your evaluation first before you even think of booking for the exam, so that it will not expire even before your evaluation is completed. Evaluation itself does not waste time. What wastes time is you trying to get your school to send transcript to the people that evaluate. Once they get it, it doesn't even take up to 3 weeks to a month, then they evaluate your credentials. So that is it, guys. That is the only thing you need to create an express entry profile. Once you create and you get an invited, Canada will tell you go and do your police clearance or go and do your medicals. But the 2 major things that you need is your IELTS, your language exams, and then your evaluation credentials. Those are the two major things. And then you need to already have a proof of fund as well waiting. Okay, those are the things you will need. So in summary, you don't choose your educational background when you are doing or when you are choosing your NOC. No, it is your work experience. Your educational background must not align with your work experience. No, it's your work experience you will need to choose if you are creating an express entry profile. The only province that is always wanting your educational background to align with your work experience is Saskatchewan. If you want Saskatchewan to nominate you, they always recommend your work experience must be the same thing with your educational background, and you must have 10 years work experience that matches with your educational background. That is the only province that does that. But for the normal other province and for the federal draw, they don't require your educational background to be same thing with your work experience. So your educational background might be in computer or you might be in agric, but your work experience falls under the 5 sectors. Please go and create an express entry profile before it gets filled up. Once it gets filled up, their policy will still change. So the better you work with their policy, the better for you. Because if you keep on wasting time and delaying and procrastinating your immigration plan, policies will keep changing and it becomes more difficult. Okay, all the best, guys. If you have any questions or concern, please drop it in the comment section. I'll be happy to answer you guys. So thank you all for all my subscribers, and please, if you watch this video to the end, please hit the subscribe button and give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to drop your comments in the comment section. See you guys in my next video.